ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਨਿਜ ਕਰ ਦੇਖਿਓ ਜਗਤ ਮੈਂ, ਕੋ ਕਾਹੂ ਕੋ ਨਾਹਿ। ਨਾਨਕ ਥਿਰ ਹਰ ਭਗਤ ਹੈ, ਤਿਹ ਰਾਖੋ ਮਨ ਮਾਹਿ। ਨਿਜ ਕਰ ਦੇਖਿਓ ਜਗਤ ਮੈਂ, meaning that they saw this world to be their own. So it's not that now they still see this world to be their own, but it's saying that dekhyo, that I saw it, past tense, that I thought this world was mine, meaning that I thought that I've got control over it. I thought that I'm going to be here forever. Nij kar dekhyo jagat mein. Just like we explained before, sometimes even though we might know it intellectually that death is going to come, but we still put it on a back burner and think, no, but this is mine and I'm going to remain and I'm going to be here forever. Nij kar dekhyo jagat mein, ko kahu ko nahe. But then I realized, ko kahu ko nahe, that actually nobody is mine, that nothing I have got control over. Ko, no anyone, kahu ko nahe, no one is actually mine. Nanak thir har bhagat hai. Guru Path is saying, but there is one thing that is thir. Thir meaning permanent. There's one thing that is permanent. Nanak thir har bhagat hai. And that's the bhakti, and that's that devotional worship that we spoke about in the previous video. When Pathji was telling us about ek bhagat bhagavan jeh prani ke nahe man. So Pathji is now saying Nanak thir being permanent, har bhagat hai is the bhakti, is that devotion towards Vaheguru Ji. Teh rakho man mahe. Pathji is then saying that keep my mind immersed in the devotion of God. Nij kar dekhyo jagat mein. That I started to think that this is all mine, and that's why I let this time go. And that's why I didn't actually do something that was going to go with me. That's why I didn't actually do something. I didn't know that there was something greater than just earning money. I didn't know I can reach such a state where I get to enjoy this absolute joy and this ras from inside. I just thought that, well, isn't this what life is all about? I thought that, isn't this what we're here for? Just earning money and making sure we've got enough amenities and we've got enough comforts at home. And as long as we're all good in that way and we can get a good education and we've got a nice house, not even knowing that, what I'm trying, that little feeling that I try and get from drinking alcohol, that little feeling I try and obtain when I sit around with my friends, just like Pachaji say that manas parya aanya, manas parya aaye. Jit pite mat dur hoye baral pave vich aaye. Apna praya na pashane khasmo takke khaye. Pathji is saying you're not able to recognize who's your own and who is somebody else. That you lose your mind completely by consuming alcohol. I thought that I have to intoxicate myself. I thought I have to do things like this to actually experience some sort of ras. But I didn't know that the Guru has given such tools that I could actually experience this ras, this juice constantly for it to flow inside of me. It doesn't mean that I sit and follow what the Guru says and sit in Kirtan and expect the magic to happen straight away. Faridji, when they were young, when their mother said to them for Bhagat Faridji to start reading the Quran, and Bhagat Faridji, they asked their mother, Mother, what will Allah give me? What will God give me if I read the words of God? And their Mataji on the spot thought about, and she said, you know what, if you read this Quran, from tomorrow morning, you see that how Allah will give you your favorite thing, which is sweet, which is shakkar, which is sugar. And then Bhagat Faridji as a child would sit down and read the Quran. The first day Bhagat Faridji as a child sat there and actually read the Quran, it's not to say that he felt anything magical happen or where he connected and he felt that this is amazing, but he had one excitement in his mind that he's going to get sweet, that Allah's going to give him sweet. Yes, he had that little, his mother bribed him, but it's a good way to start somebody off. And Bhagat Faridji, every day he would look underneath his mat, his musalla, and then he would get that sugar and say, oh, this is amazing that Allah actually gives me sugar when I read this Quran. But one day that day came when Mataji, when Bhagat Faridji's mother actually forgot to put that sugar underneath the mat, and she had gone out to bazaar, she had gone out to the shops. Bhagat Faridji, he was so immersed in reading the Quran that day that day he's never felt a connection like that before, because he saw it through. He didn't stop, he kept going. Bhagat Faridji's mother, as she was gone out shopping, she remembered, she thought, today I forgot to put that sugar underneath his mat. He's going to find out today that Allah had never been putting that sugar there, or he might think that, is Allah upset with me today and he's not put it? It might completely break his heart and he might stop reading the Quran. What will I do then if his faith breaks in Allah and he doesn't read the Quran again from today? So the mother, Bhagat Faridji's mother, oh daudi wapas ghar aundi a. She's coming back home and in her mind she's thinking, pata nahi, she goes, it's time now, I've got to tell him the truth. ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਬੇਟਾ ਫਰੀਦ, ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਫ ਕਰ ਦੇ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ ਦੇ, ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਗੁੜ ਨਾ ਰੱਖ ਸਕੀ. I wasn't able to put that sugar for you today. And ਉੱਥੇ ਭਗਤ ਫਰੀਦ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜਵਾਬ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਸ਼ੱਕਰ ਖੰਡ ਨਿਵਾਤ ਗੁੜ ਮਾਖਿਓ ਮਾਂਝਾ ਦੁੱਧ ਸਭੇ ਵਸਤੂ ਮਿੱਠੀਆਂ ਰੱਬ ਨਾ ਪੁੱਜਣ ਤੁਧ. ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਮਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੱਕਰ ਰੱਖਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਏ? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਾਂ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਦ ਆਇਆ ਸ਼ੱਕਰ ਦਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੋ ਜੀ ਸ਼ੱਕਰ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਧੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਹੋ ਜੀ ਸ਼ੱਕਰ ਕਦੀ ਖਾਧੀ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਾਂ. Mother, the sugar that I got to eat today, I've never tasted that type of sugar before, because shakkar khand nivat gud, whatever type of sugar, whatever form sugar comes in, makhyo means honey, makhyo manja dud, this says then the milk of a buffalo. Kabir Bhagat Faridji saying all these things are sweet, but they said that it's not as sweet as the name of God. Kende ma, today I've got that true sweetness. We've gone through a complete life with actually experiencing what we're here to experience, that ability that we've got to experience. Saying that even if you are at old age now, it doesn't matter. You've still got the opportunity, you still can. But saying to those that are in their youth, don't let your youth pass you, and don't let yourself get to that stage where it becomes so difficult to even sit and do anything. But don't miss out on what Bhagat Faridji had. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.